Hello, my name is Navigator. We have a lot to get through today, but as you saw by the title of the video, this is my weekly pickup video. Last week I was broke, to be quite honest with you, so I was kind of getting like little things and comics here and there, but then this weekend I got paid, and I had a bunch of stuff on my list that I wanted to pick up and a couple places to check out, so I did that. As we go over the items, I'll let you know where I got them from, and to start with, I'm going to go over the big items that we have today. So, last night I stopped by... I don't even know if I think it's an AMC in Oneida, New York, but they had this free Running Man poster, so I grabbed that. I do plan on seeing this movie. I'm a fan of Running Man. I like the original one, so I'm curious to see how Glenn Powell does with this. But I also managed to grab, although I kind of got conned into buying them. I didn't really mean to. I didn't know they were going to be this expensive. But some collectible cups. So the movie that I went to go see was Predator: Badlands, and I loved it. This was a great movie, so this one I actually do appreciate having. But then I was there with my girlfriend, and she wanted a soda too, and they offered the Tron one. I was like, yeah, screw it, why not? Thinking it was going to be like $16 for both. Instead, they were 16 a piece. So guys, when you go to the movie theater, I would recommend not getting these drinks, but... they are plastic cups. They are kind of cool. This one has like a little removable piece where this will actually light up. So I cleaned them up. I figured I would just keep them the way they are. It's just like little collectibles. The Predator one I'm probably just going to use as like my water glass. I'm looking for like a big plastic cup to put my water in. So I think that'll fit. But they're collectible items, so I want to go over them. Toss that to the side. Next up here from Ravenswood, at least from the cards, because I'm pretty sure all these comics are going to be from there as well. But from Ravenswood, today I picked up these 2 Flesh and Blood packs. Apparently they're from some other older releases of the game, but still I like unboxing these random packs. So we did get those, and then this weekend I did pick up one of the Avatar: The Last Airbender Magic: The Gathering pre-release boxes. So we do have this. I don't really unbox cards on the channel too much. What I usually do is just buy these and then open them while I'm... excuse me. I just drank, so I have like hiccups and burps. I apologize. Drank water, don't worry. But yeah, I usually just open this on Xbox when I'm with my friends and just kind of hanging out. But wanted to show that I do have them in the collection now. At, what was it? The Mohawk Valley Antique Mall, which is in Mohawk, like Herkimer, New York. I did manage to find for $15 this really cool, what is it? Leonidas of Sparta, or King Leonidas of Sparta, mini bust from the movie 300. I'm a huge fan of Leonidas and the Spartans. If you guys don't know, I'm a history teacher. The Battle of Thermopylae is my favorite battle in human history, but that is a really cool pickup. It's super cool. Everything is in place. It looks just like that in the box, so I don't really feel like unboxing it today, but that is really cool. I'm gonna bring that to my classroom and display that next to my Don Quixote and Mark Twain busts. So there we go. Also from Ravenswood, we picked up their new collaboration t-shirt. This is going to be wrestling themed. So on the front here, you can see in that Hulk Hogan, what do you call it, font style. You got Ravenswood on the front, and on the back, they're just the Ravenswood logo. But a really cool kind of wrestling collaboration with one of my favorite local comic shops. So we do have that. Next up here, just some comics to go over. The first 2 are going to be from Ravenswood. We did get Batman, Absolute Batman issue 3. Along with Grimjack number 26. This is apparently the second ever color appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they actually pop up in here. And I'm a huge fan of the Turtles, as you guys know. Go back and watch my videos from over the summer. But yeah, I'm just going to throw these over here so they're not going to get damaged. But yeah, it was cool to have just an early appearance of the Turtles. Next up here, we do have Green Lantern number 36, just another to add to the collection as I'm building out this entire series. We got the new 1776. This is a new series from Marvel. I got the variant cover of that. Really cool. I'm going to start reading that with one of my friends. We also got at the Mohawk Valley Community Market, Ragman, number 1. This is the first appearance in the origin of Ragman. I'm a big DC guy, big on DC first appearances, and I'm low-key a Ragman fan, so that was kind of cool. Next up here, again from the Mohawk Valley Community Market, we got a bunch of these All-Star Squadron, origin issues. So, the origin of Robot Man, the origin of Shining Knight, and then what was really cool is the origin of Dr. Fate. This is actually the rarest of the 3 that I got, but we have that. I also grabbed Lobo issue 1 because it has this cool kind of reflective belt buckle on there. But we do have that. And then just some recent pickups from Ravenswood again. Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice issue 5. This is a great series. And then I picked up the rest of the Green Lanterns that I had in there, which was Green Lantern 6 and, let's say, 7 and 6. Given the current social climate, I think I'll say 7 and 6 as opposed to the other way of saying those 2 numbers. And then next up here, a really cool pickup. For 20 bucks, I have issue 1. I think it's a variant, but it still is issue 1 nonetheless, of The Last Ronin. I got to find out if this is first printing or not, but 20 bucks for this issue is super cool. If you guys don't know, The Last Ronin is a major Ninja Turtles storyline as of late. So we do have all those. I'm going to throw those off to the side so they don't get damaged, and we will continue with the rest of the figures that we got. So from Toying Around in Johnstown, New York, we did grab the first ever AEW action figure. This is going to be Series 1, number 1, Cody Rhodes. Not a highly valuable figure, but I got it for 20 bucks. That's about what it goes for, if not a little bit more on eBay. And as an AEW collector, I mean, you guys can see here my entire arena here is AEW themed. I thought it was important, at least for my collection, to have the first ever figure that they released, or at least to the public. I mean, I'm sure there were some variants or whatever before, but in all intents and purposes, this is the first AEW action figure. So I now have that in my collection. And then speaking of AEW, we did pick up, because I am trying to complete all of them and get all of the limited edition pay-per-view figures, the pay-per-view limited edition from, Full Gear last year, Swerve Strickland. Super cool. And Full Gear is, did Full Gear already happen? No, I think it's coming up really soon. So Full Gear, just in time for that, we have this Swerve Strickland figure. That one I won't be unboxing, though. I'm just going to be keeping that. It's very similar to his other one that was released recently, so I'll just leave it there. But the last couple things here, we have this interesting breast cancer awareness pin that I got for free at the Mohawk Valley Community Market. But from Toying Around, we did get the Batman Select Series Mr. Freeze. This is a figure that I've been debating getting for a while. As you guys know, I'm trying to complete kind of the whole Rogues Gallery and Bat family in DC Universe Classics or Multiverse form. And I've been looking at this one on eBay. The only thing is, I thought this was going to be a lot bigger. He's actually pretty small, so that was the only downside with it, but I was thinking, you know what? Toying Around has it. I have a gift card there. I might as well just go out there and grab it. Why not? And speaking of other members to add to the Bat figure family, this is one that I've really been looking for. Probably my number one, and I found this at the Mohawk Valley Antique Mall thanks to Blast from the Past Toys and Collectibles. This is going to be Catwoman, probably the last. These two were literally the last ones that I needed to complete that collection. Maybe one or two sprinkled in there, but this was just so cool to get these this weekend. I'm so excited to throw these on the shelf and kind of complete that Batman collection. But folks, that is going to be quite the long video today. I do apologize, but we got a ton of stuff this weekend, and actually, there's one thing that I forgot. At least I think so. At Ollie's today, I picked up this $40 Bloodline Rules WWE ring. Comes with The Rock and Roman Reigns basic figures, or main event figures, I guess you should say. But this is really cool. I like having rings and accessories and everything in box, and that way, you know, in the future I'll say that I can have a ring in box, I have this accessory thing in box, yada yada, but that I'm going to keep in box. That is going to be my in-box ring for all of my wrestling collectibles. And for 40 bucks, it's not differing too much from the retail price, which was like 60, I think, but it's still pretty good, and it's always fun to find like discounted wrestling stuff at Ollie's. So if you guys are interested in that, that is my holiday deal for the year, is the $40 wrestling ring with 2 figures, the ring, and a bunch of accessories. So I will leave it there, folks. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.